Hello everybody, welcome back to Scrappy Adam and welcome back to Follow a Sketch February, where we are on day 27. We are on to the final 3 days of Follow a Sketch February 2024. This is today's sketch, and as always you will find the links for the Facebook group where you will find the details of the original sketch creators in the Facebook group linked down below. You will also find Sandie's channel, who is the creator of this series and invited us all to play along with her, and Scrapping Reflections, which is her awesome shop. And you will also find the playlist for every other creator playing along here on YouTube. You can also use the hashtags to search on all the other socials. So this is a fun sketch. We've got all the shapes going on. We've got lots of circles. We've got some stars. We've got these triangles. We've got two photos, title, journaling. I love the sketch. Let's see what we're going to do. So you can see that I've got some bits and bobs out. We have gone embellishment heavy. Are you surprised? Neither am I. So, let's see what we've got. Let me just move that out of the way. So first off, we've got some stickers. Of course, the chipboard stickers are not sticking. We have also got a sticker on the back. It's just one. I'm not going to flip it over because all the chipboard will fall off. We have got this die cut layered title. So it's been cut in white cardstock, then layered with black cardstock, and layered with red and white on top. And this is the name of the place that we were at. This is Welsh. It's forest. The Welsh word is forest with an extra F. I know, very confusing. Not. Then we have got Welsh. I used to speak fluent Welsh, by the way. I am originally from Wales. Then we've got some ephemera. We have got a little frame, some geotags, a couple of wordy bits and tickets and flags, and then a couple of fabric banners from Pink Fresh. We've got some wood cameras, clouds, compass, and a leaf, and a couple of other chipboard and acrylic bits over there on our fancy new plate. And I've also got my title already out with the American Crafts Root Beer Thickers, and it is Titan, which is the name of the zip wire that we were on at Zip World. And we're also going to make this an interactive scrapbook page. You know that they are one of my favourite. So I'm going to include definitely this leaflet, which has all the details of what you can do at this place. We were at Pentrin Quarry. So we weren't actually at Zip World Forest, like that die cut says. I know some of you will now be saying, why are you using it? And I don't know if I am yet. But it's all very close. And we did go here because we went on the forest coaster. And we also did the Zip Safari, which was absolutely horrific. I will never do that again. But the Titan was absolutely amazing. Which was, it says velocity there, it's a different thing, but basically over the quarry is a zip wire over the quarry. It's amazing. So yeah, this is what we did, and I was absolutely fine with that. So I'm going to include that leaflet, and I'm going to include our Forest Coaster wristbands because I can't find the Titan ones, and we're going to have a little interactive pocket. I may include this map, which I have cut out from another leaflet. I don't know yet. And then we've got, excuse me, our paper and photos. So this is going to be my background, which is like a tree trunk pattern. And this is from, this is going to be fun. This is from Happy Little Fox, which is a French company, and it is paper number 6 from the E-Spirit Nature collection. So that is one side of it, and the other side, which is the side we're using, is here. It's distributed by Kirill Craft, and it is Papier France. That's all I know. I don't know where I got this from. It might have been the Mad Scrapper in the UK, not sure. But if you Google HAPI Little Fox, I'm sure something will come up if it interests you. This also came with a leather piece of paper. Obviously it wasn't paper because it was leather, but it was very interesting actually. I haven't used that yet. Anyway, then we have some scraps, and these are actually scraps that I have taken from my scraps box, and we're going to create our triangles. We're going to do double layer using those. Then I have 3 other strips of paper, which is what we're going to create our interactive element out of. I am going to use this little bit of red, which is at odds with everything else, but we have red in the Titan logo on our helmets and in the logo and whatnot, so I think that works. Then we've got another piece of this paper, I'm not sure which side we'll use yet, and we've got this paper as well. These are our photos, so it's Mick, Tom, Chris and myself, and this was at the top. You can see the zip wire, we're basically going down into the middle. We're pulling funny faces on this one and kind of smiling on that. This one is slightly bigger, which I like, and fits in with the sketch as well. Obviously these are a little bit more so, but it's fine. I may cut this one down a little bit, I don't know, we may not, let's see. So to kick us off, I am going to trim our branding strip off from this paper, so let's just do that. So I don't know if this is going to focus, but this is the company. Yeah, it's not going to focus, I don't think. Let me try again. There you go. That is the company if you are interested. And now I will just refocus the screen. There we go. As I say, it's the only collection I've had from them, and I think it was just paper. I don't think it came with anything else. So, which way shall we use this? I think we will use it this way. The easiest way that I can think of to get the shape, the triangles, which looks like you could do it, it would actually be really cool if you folded the paper over, which I didn't think of, but I do like that idea, but we're not going to do that. Is we are going to simply place our paper like this. So I'm going to go into the corner there and then out here. So I am just going to put a bit of adhesive there. And we're going to go into the corner and out there. And we're going to do the same over here, except we're going to do it at the top. So into the corner a little bit further and out, and then that is what you are left with. So I will use our trimmer to trim off the excess here. So let's just line that up, trim that off. Do the same on this side, line that up, trim that off, and then we have got a little bit on this side as well. So nice and simple and not complicated. So that is what we are left with, like so. Now I probably will need to put a bit more adhesive down, but for now that will do just fine. Do apologise about the focus. And then these will go back in my scraps. I know, what is this guy on? Saving all these scraps? What's going on? Then I am going to put a little bit of this paper over the top of here, sort of at a little odd angle, like so. And I'm going to do the same over here with this paper as well. So we're just going to pop a little bit of it like so, and then we are going to repeat the step that we've just done. So we're going to line that up cut that off. Again, that's going to be saved. And this side as well. Now we may end up using a bit of this if we need a little bit extra for our other part. So that is what we are left with. And that is our background. Love all the different colours going on. Then our photos, I am going to stick quite close to the sketch here. Our photos are going to go on this side, and I am actually going to overlap this one onto this triangle as per the sketch. And then for the circles and stars that go down here on the sketch, that's where my embellishments are going to come in. Okay, so to create our little interactive piece, I am going to use these two pieces of paper. Let me just see. I'm just going to trim these photos down ever so slightly. Sorry, Mick, but I'm going to cut a bit of your face off. And a bit of that. Never be afraid to cut up your photos, especially if you, like me, have digital copies, because I've cut that down a bit, but yet it's not taken anything away from the photo. So don't be afraid to hack away and take away some of your photo. I probably took a little bit much off there because I've took Mick's full eye off, but hey, it's fine, not an issue. I haven't removed my triple chin, but you know, part of everything. Right, so we've made these a little bit smaller. Now this is our sort of size guide, so I need that to be at least that long. So I'm going to leave that about there. And thickness, obviously it needs to be that thick. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to put a row of adhesive here. And then I'm going to line this one up with an overhang, and then we're going to stick this one on top with the same sort of overhang on the left. So just make sure that it's reasonably straight, and then that is what we're left with. It's not straight at all, Adam. Honestly, I know we embrace the wonk around here, but it's crazy. Okay. That's more like it. So we're going to pop that on there, and then I'm going to cut the red paper. I'm going to cut us a 2-inch strip. So the red paper is a doodlebug paper. It's the B side of the travel stamps. And then I'm going to place this down the middle join of these two papers, just here. So about there, like so. So then we are left with this, and this is what we are going to mat our photos on. Now I need to decide whether we want to mat them or not. What we could do, just try and see. I think, can't decide whether to mat them or not. No, I'm not going to mat them. So, with that in mind, what we are going to do is, we are going to stick, I really don't know about matting, don't think so. I'm just going to put adhesive in the middle so that we can tuck embellishments in at least. So our first photo is going to go about there, and then our second photo, again, just put the adhesive in the middle. I am going to leave a gap so we have the colour poking through. That is going to go above there. And that is what we are left with. And then I am going to cut this about, let's see, just about here. Okay, I'm not measuring it. So I've cut this off, and that is what we are left with. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 8.5 inch by 6, if you needed to know. And then we will be able to pop this in there, and that is going to be our pocket. We could probably actually get rid of a little bit more. Let's see. So I just want to make sure that when we put the adhesive on, that is fine. So, to stick this down, I am going to put adhesive down the right side, across the bottom, and up the left side, as close to the edge as you can, but nothing at the top, of course. And then this is going to go on our page about there, like so. Now that, I was going to say that looks a bit wonky, but I don't think it does. And it's not, it's just these are throwing it off. And now this will slot into there quite nicely and make that a little bit of a pocket for us. Now what I am going to do is no, I'm going to stick these together. So I'm just going to put a bit of adhesive there, and then stick that one on there, then a bit of adhesive there to stick that one, and a bit of adhesive there to stick this one. I just want to tidy this end up a bit though. It's a little bit messy. So that is going to go about there. And then, just to keep these from going everywhere, I'm going to put them inside there, and then that is going to go behind there. So that is our interactive element of the layout. Now that doesn't look perfectly straight now. It's fine, it will do. No, that's bugging me. Let me just move that slightly. Is that better? That's better, it was only slight. There we go. So now it's a case of embellishing, really. So I need to decide whether we're going to use this as a title, and I don't think we are. It is a bit big. We're at Titan, not Forest, so I'm going to save that for a Forest layout. Our title on the sketch goes here, so that is where I'm going to put it on my layout. I don't think I'm going to use this either. I do like the idea of using just a little piece of it. So we'll keep that to one side for a moment. I'm just going to put a bit of adhesive here so that corner sticks. There we go. Luckily, because we're back to using the proper tape, it is repositionable, which is always good. So for our title, I'm going to start it at the top of our bottom photo, like so, and come across our page. There we go. So it's a very simple title, very predictable, very boring. You know by now I'm not a title guy. I think we need to have somewhere, I don't know where, whether we create a post here or in a group somewhere or something, but we need a title ideas resource, don't we? Or maybe there is one out there. If there is, let me know, because I always need title help. I don't know about you, but I do. I'm rubbish with titles. Okay, so there is the basics of our layout done. We could quite happily stop there. We've documented our memory. We've got hidden journaling, hidden elements, which is a map and wristbands, and we've got space for journaling down here. But I'm not going to stop there, obviously. So, in terms of our embellishments, if we refer back to the sketch, they are coming down here. We've got circles and stars, and we've got a cluster here. So we are going to have a cluster here, and we are going to add some embellishments here. So I'm going to start with this piece, which is from Simple Stories Great Escape, I think it's called. And I think that's going to go over here. So it's going to go slightly, and I mean slightly, onto that photo. It is covering Tom's eye slightly there, but that's fine. So that is going to go there. And then I think I'm going to use this frame as a base for some embellishment on... don't know actually. Maybe not. We have got this cloud as well, which I love. I'm thinking actually that might work up there. This is from a Mind's Eye collection. I don't know what collection. I bought it randomly in a shop in Dresden on our European road trip. No idea what collection it is from, as I say. But we're slowly working our way through. So I've added that as an extra piece up there. Love that. We have got our geotags here, which we could add as a little element here maybe. These flags I would like to add. Okay, so I'm going to add one at the top and one at the bottom. Just because the wording goes different ways. So we're going to have one here, and I am going to stick them slightly on the photo. So we've got one there. Oh, where's the other? Oh, it's stuck to me. Honestly. And then we've got one down here. There we go. And the ends are sticking up slightly, that's okay. Or we can just add a bit of that tape and that will stick it down nicely. I'm going to leave those geotags there, I'm not sure about it yet. We've got this chipboard piece which says, here is the story. So, I'm going to add that here actually. And that will be a nice kick-off point for our journaling, which I will add. I'm going to type it and print it. I've got chevrons, word strips, we've got some circles, we've got all sorts of stuff here. I don't think I'm going to use much of the wood pieces, to be honest, which is a shame, but it's okay. So we've got another circle element going there that says go with the flow. And we've got this cloud plus a couple of wooden clouds. So I'm going to pop that there. That says away we go. It has got an aeroplane. We're not on an aeroplane. It is okay. And then we've got these wooden clouds, which I want to add at least a couple of. I'm going to use some Nouveau glue. These are a mix. Some of them are just cheap ones from craft store in the UK, and some of them are from Redefine Creative, I think. So we've got a couple of thin and a couple of thicker ones. I'm going to layer one underneath there, and then let's have one more. That's just going to go here. Don't think we need any more. What do we think? Quite like that up there though, you know, it sort of extends it a little bit. So we're going to pop that up here as well. Why not? We've got a excuse me, wooden compass which I am going to add over here. This is our circle area. Now I did have some flare to add, so I might go and grab that in a moment. What else do we have? I don't think I'm going to use this, although what do we think to the acrylic down here? Quite like that actually. Let's add at least a couple of them. So I'm just going to take the protective film off the back. These are acrylic ferns, which I believe are from Pear Tree Cut Files. They always do great acrylic. So I'm going to pop one there. I'm going to use, do I want one? Do I want two? Do I want three? I think we need at least a couple, don't we? I'm going to use all three, and we're going to use the two that are the same colour side by side, and then the one that's on the desk now, which is like a I can't say that word, see-through, translucent. We're going to stick that one on top. So I've just added a bit of Nouveau to this one, and I'm going to add that there, and then this one I'm going to add on top like so. So we've got ourselves a little cluster of fern going on down there. Quite like that actually. Just not sure if that's going to stick. Just going to have to hold that for a moment. Now we haven't followed the sketch in terms of our embellishments. I have added them in different areas. This isn't going to stick, is it? I've added a little bit of tape and I will deal with it later. Just so I know it's at least stuck for this video. So, yeah, we've kind of put our own spin on it, but that's okay, I don't mind. Love this view. Quite like that. Let's add that up there. It's a little flag banner. Don't know what you call these. Flag banner, wordy piece. That's going to go there. I don't think we're going to use these two tickety bits. I don't think there's anywhere. Although I quite like the idea of something down here. But we do have these wordy strips, which actually I'm going to add here at an angle. So sort of like this. Now, the reason why I have done that is it reminds me of a zip line a bit. Does that make sense, or does that look a bit daft? I don't know, I can't hear you. Tell me what you think. I quite like that, so I'm going to leave it, but we're not going to use these. And we will add one more. This is a Tim Holt chipboard wordy bit. So we've got see the world, life is good, good times, great escape, snapshots. We're not going to use anything that's on this plate. I like that this is a very what word am I looking for? Texture layout, in the sense that we've got acrylic, we've got chipboard, we have got wood veneer, we have got wood, we have got layered sticker, we've got foam, we've got fabric, and that's it. So that goes with the whole nature vibe that we've got going on. I'm going to put this cluster of 3 hearts over here, which sort of draws your attention to our title. And then we have got these chevrons, which I did want to use, and I think we will use them down here, maybe. Yes. I am going to have to add a bit of nouveau to these because they're not sticking at all. So we're going to start with the yellow one. Then we have got this orange one, which matches perfectly with the paper I have used to the left. So we're going to pop that there. Then we have got a navy blue one, which is going to go there. These are from a chipboard sticker sheet, which I think are from Project Life. Don't quote me on that. It may be from Mambi. Can't remember. It's quite an old one. It's like an adventure one. And this is the only sticker I've used out of it, wouldn't you know, and this as well. And this. So stash bashing once again, which I have loved in doing these page kits. And we will be doing some more together. So I like that. I like that we've got arrows pointing across this layout. They're not, they're not totally wonky. So the arrows sort of guide you here. So these two, whilst pointing out, still bring you into the photo. The flag points you into the photo. The aeroplane points you up. We've got the slants of the words. The arrows point into the journaling. So it all sort of works out. I quite like that. I just wish it was a little bit straighter. But hey, you can't have everything, Adam. And now, to finish us off, I am just going to add this sticker, which I've torn the end off. We're going to sticker that down there. We're not going to use these two. We're not going to use this frame. And now we have 2 stickers left on our wax paper. We have this adventure piece, which we're not going to use. And we have this 3D book or phrase, which I don't think we are going to use. Yeah, let's use that there. I'm going to pop that there. So the only thing we haven't used is this sticker, which again I think is from Simple Stories Great Escape. So I'm just going to cut around the wax paper and pop that on the plate as well. That can go back in our pot for a future page kit. And I don't think we're going to use this camera. No. That is going to do it for this layout. So that is where we have ended up with the sketch. So I'm just going to zoom in so you can see it a little bit closer. There we go. Refocus for you. So we've stuck to the sketch pretty closely actually. Here is our sketch and here is our finished layout. So we have got these 2 shapes either side of our sketch and we've got the 2 photos. We have added our interactive element, which easily pulls out like so, and in doing so we have added lots of different elements and textures. So I hope you like it, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to check out the description box down below for all the links you may need or want. And I will see you tomorrow for the penultimate day of Follow a Sketch February. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.